Hey, I'm Rita Cook.
And I'm Tommy Scott.
And we are ECP-TV. We got to get better at that one these days. So how was the holidays? I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks.
The holidays were great, and we had tragedy, we had love, we had all of it. We had a whole mixture of it, you know.
Are you
Holidays,
serious?
yes, of course. You always, you can't. Every now and then we get those holidays where we have a mixture of everything happening.
You know, I went to Colombia. You
always somewhere.
Day. I went there and I got stuck in Miami on Christmas Day, and then I just stayed there and had a good time.
You always somewhere flying or falling off dog sleds or falling off horses or something.
You're never going to freak that dog sled.
You shouldn't have fell off.
Well, okay, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Face.
Yeah,
we've missed our viewers and we've missed each other.
Yes, we have.
So, looks to me like that we have 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about here, and let's start out with in your city where you're the mayor. You're the mayor pro tem still, or are you the mayor?
I'm the mayor pro tem.
Mayor pro tem. Okay.
That's my title right now.
How long when do you change
come
May?
Election when we get a mayor?
Is that in May?
Then I'll still be mayor pro tem unless I turn it over to someone else or someone else wants
and that's this May.
That's this May.
Are you running?
No, I don't run this. I'm just gonna stay like I am. Why should I go and do something like that?
I don't know. Don't you want to be on a power trip?
No. I want to be on a success trip.
Well, yeah, exactly. So it looks like Brian Horton was named the new Ferris Fire Chief. Who is he? You want to tell the viewers who he is? Like, do you know anything about him?
Well, I don't really know a lot about the man, but I've heard a lot of good things about him, and so
that's a good story.
We're changing. The changing of the guards are coming.
It already happened.
And so, and then I have someone in charge for the changing of the guards.
Is that Brooks Williams?
That's Brooks Williams.
That dude that I interviewed.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
So we got
so there's a new fire chief, so that residents in Ferris and even in Ellis County can be happy to hear about that and sort of integrate him into the happiness around here.
Oh yeah, things been to get real happy around here. It's been real happy around here. I'm happy anyway.
Yeah, you are. I know.
Yes, I am.
All right, so it looks like Congressman Ron White awards first congressional veteran commendations in Ellis County. So that was something in the paper that happened, and then we had a cold case. The cold case investigation is a big deal. And there's been a lot of controversy about who does what, blah blah blah. But I think it sounds like you guys are getting that under control here.
Well, let me tell you about that. See,
okay, tell me about it.
That really needs to happen in the past. See, like Mr. Williams said, my sister was murdered here.
Okay.
And so, as a matter of fact, the guy still that was accused of it still rides around town here. So
really,
I have to face him every now and then and look at him. So it's not.
That would be difficult.
I mean, during that time, it was a lot of things going on that really it took a while to catch up with murders. Do you know in Ferris, when I was a kid, I think it was around 6 women that were murdered.
Wow. And were they still? They're not cold cases anymore, are they?
I don't think it was a case at all because I never know anybody go to jail. One man went to jail for the Granger, my classmate.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only one I know went to jail for murder. But I don't think anybody else was arrested. I didn't hear anything else about it.
How many years ago was this though?
I had to be in my 30s, my early 30s.
So 5-6 years ago?
No. Definitely not 5-6 years ago. Let's not go there, okay?
No.
You want me to go about your age? No.
Everybody knows how old I am.
Yeah.
So that's really weird. That's really interesting. I mean, because I was really involved with these cold cases with these guys that are on the cover here, Gator, Bob Allward, and Skip Inslee. And I don't think people understand how long sometimes it can take for murder cases to, be brought to the forefront, because not always can you find the murderer, and there's a lot of evidence. And I don't know, people just get really weird about it. It's taking too long to find out, but sometimes it takes that long.
Well, it's a lot of investigation that goes with this stuff, and you have to put all your ducks in a row. You can't write this. When you go to court with stuff nowadays, if you got one little thing wrong, it can be declared a mistrial, and you out of there. And
that's the only chance you get to try to bring somebody to justice.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, you guys are doing a good job in that in Ferris. And let's see. In the back of the paper, this is a long article. I didn't write it because usually I get blamed for these long ones. Ferris City Manager gives council 90-day update. So that's cool. State of the city. It sounded like it was a very good way to let everybody know what's going on.
Well, that's what we've been needed all along, someone to report and let the citizens know what's going on and keep everything on track. You can't grow unless you know where you are in life.
Right.
It's just like growing up at home. You know, if you don't know where you're going, you know how you got a lot of kids, you raise them, and you say, what you want to be in life?
Right.
I don't know. And then, you know, that's kind of the way it works for the city. If you don't know where you're going or what you want to do and you don't have anybody to help you get there, then you end up just stalemated.
Yes, agreed.
And you get people in there that don't know, pretend to know, and you get nothing done.
Right.
So everybody just stand around, and the next thing they want to do is start fighting because they don't have anything to do.
Right.
Nobody goes to work. Nobody rolls up their sleeves. All they will know is, well, I don't want to answer for that.
Right.
So when you don't want to look bad, it's like a kid in school. He's not smart. He know he don't know. So he's going to cut up in the classroom and make it ridiculous for everybody else to learn.
Right.
So that's how that works.
All right.
Right? Right?
I gotcha.
Did you have one of those in your classroom? Did you act like that?
No, I was really
I just
cool
wondered.
in school.
I mean, sometimes I have to watch
I was
you.
very shy in school. And then,
Really?
And then I was a cheerleader.
You?
So I was like, I want to be a cheerleader.
A camera hog? You were
No,
shy?
I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was. All right. Anyway.
Tell me anything. I don't believe
So
it.
in Hutchins, you know, they have a public safety building that they're building, and it was supposed to be complete in March, but somehow around Thanksgiving, the contractor Demco, I think was the company, decided to walk off the job. So now they're sort of like starting from scratch, and the insurance company came in and they're paying for everything. So if you're wondering what happened to the public safety building in Hutchins, it's going to be another 8 or 9 months. So, but at least they're getting it done. And they didn't pay a dime. Like the city, because of their insurance, didn't have to pay anything. So that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit delayed.
Well, why did the contractor leave?
You know, apparently they just didn't have it together. Like, you know, it's easy to put a bid out, you know, and then you get the job, but then sometimes you don't really have the ability to do it. The way that the Hutchins city found out about it was that one of the subcontractors came to them and said, we did not get paid for some work that we did, and so it kind of alerted the city to what was happening. So, but it all, you know, it delayed the project, but at least they didn't lose any money on it.
So it boiled down to no money, no honey.
Right, I guess. Okay, Red Oak man was arrested for intoxication manslaughter. This was last week, and he was arrested. It was for a Johnson County Sheriff's Office.
Driving and drinking?
Yeah, I guess he killed someone. So anyway, that was
Ooh,
something.
bad move on his part.
I know, yeah, nowadays.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That'll be every day.
Yeah, and I want to just point out, okay, Life High School Waxahachie head coach earns 300th win. That's a big deal. But I want to point out something that I wrote, me.
Come on.
New Year's resolutions for proper social etiquette in texting. Because this is the back of this week's paper. Everybody read this and tell me what you think. Because I don't know about you, but I feel that people have completely lost their minds when it comes to texting. Like, I actually I broke up with somebody over text. It wasn't even, I mean, you hear about how bad it is when this happens, but this happened to me, and it was crazy. And I didn't even do it. I mean, it was like initiated by him. And he's like, we just didn't talk anymore over text. It's stupid.
Oh, okay. What do you mean? Now, you talking about texting as far as each other?
Yeah, like when I text you and say, hey, can you come?
You know what I like? You know the new rule I like about the text? I got new phones for Christmas, right?
Oh, good. That's
you
why
cannot text. You cannot. If you driving, it will tell you.
Really?
Yes. I can't use my phone when I'm driving.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be texting and using your phone when you're driving anyway.
The iPhone will not let you talk to anyone, and it will not text.
We have 1 minute, so we might bring.
See, that's the good thing. See, when lovers be texting each other, it's if you start sounding like you're really getting into it, it should say, "I'm not sending no more messages because this don't sound right."
Well, you should. Yeah. Well. I don't know what to say about that. Anyway, just be sure and use your emojis whenever you're texting.
Emojis?
Emojis. We'll talk
Why you
about
gonna use emoji? What's that gonna help?
It just makes you happy. You smile.
It didn't make you happy.
Proud. Anyway.
Then you just get
I'm Rita Cook, and who are you today?
I'm Tommy Scott.
And we are
ECP.
Thanks for listening and watching.